If you use the Burke Stone line of T positive, it's called the Phoenix, but it's called the Inferno if you use the Honduran, because I think the Honduran is a much redder looking T positive, which works very well with the blood gene and the hypo gene, as you can see. What's up, snake fans? Dave Palumbo here for Muscle Serpents Daily, and we're going to be doing some cool video today because Pablo has switched over more than half the facility now onto COCO BLOX, and I want to show you how awesome some of my boas look on that COCO BLOX. And we're going to be looking at some really cool white ball pythons because I have a customer who wants a pure white ball python, so I had to go looking through my collection and see what I had that was kind of cool that I might be willing to part with. So stay tuned, let's go into the snake room. Look at that beautiful banana champagne pied. I have a customer who wanted the whitest snake he could possibly get. I'm going to show him two possibilities. Here's one of them. Banana champagne pied. You can see if you catch it in the light, you can see that eye has that red pupil. That's going to give you the banana. And this is champagne pieds, are completely white, devoid of any pigmentation, but really beautiful, beautiful black eyes. Look at that. That's a really nice looking snake. You know, he wants it as a display pet, and this is just really nice. If you're into white, I love all white animals in general, and it's probably one of the nicest pied combinations there are. If you look for white with, black eye and that ruby little pupil, incredible. All right, now this is a different litter. This is a banana lesser pied. Could have orange dream, hurricane, and yellow belly in it. I definitely see the banana little pattern on his head. He's got a little blotch. Now, usually lesser pieds are totally white snakes with no pattern. This one's interesting because this lesser pied actually has that little banana stamp on its head, which I think makes it look super cool. Now, lesser pieds have small eyes too, always, and you can see the eyes are not black, they're actually red. And that's because of the banana also. Banana lesser pieds have red eyes, but like a different type of red. It's kind of like almost like a ruby-ish red. I have another male, or another from this litter that I call the Terminator pied, and instead of the banana on his head, he's got a little stamp of like a black stamp on his head, and I thought he looked like the Terminator with the red eyes and the black head. So, but this one's gorgeous. This is actually not even worth selling as a breeder. This is actually a great pet, and that's why I was thinking about it for my customer who's looking for an all-white snake. But this is pretty much all white, but it's got a unique purple and yellow stamp on its head from the banana that's in there. So you might like this one better. Two really extraordinary snakes, just beautiful. They've got a year on them now. They really have grown into themselves, and they're looking even nicer than when they were born. All right, here's a beautiful crystal female that I've been growing up for quite a number of years now. She's a 21, so she's 2 years old. Pretty good size on her too. But she was in early 2020, so she's really 2.5 years old. And let's see if we can get a nice look at her. She's got some really nice eyes. She was a little bit of a stubborn eater when I first started feeding her. Sometimes she wouldn't eat. Now she's really good. Beautiful blue eye. And this is a hypocrystal, which is the super labyrinth. And I think she looks the light snakes look really good on the COCO BLOX. The darker snakes kind of blend in a little bit, but that's all right. We'll just have to take them outside to film them, but the lighter ones look amazing. Here's my amazing labyrinth het sharp albino female on the COCO BLOX, who's looking insane. I think she's gonna breed this year for us. She is 3.5 years old. By the time the fall comes, she'll be about 4, so I think we might get some luck from her this year. The question is, who do we want to breed her to? I'll have to think about that, but she's absolutely gorgeous. She looks really good on this COCO BLOX as well. Like I said, the light boas look great on the COCO BLOX. This is my Sharp Sun Glow. It's het for RDR black-eyed anery. She produced a really nice litter this year for us. We had some lizards in there and some really nice albinos that were het black-eyed anery. She's big. She put her size back on really well. I bet you she'd breed this year again. I don't know if I'll go year to year with her. I usually like to give them a year off in between. And I still have all the babies. I haven't sold a single baby from her litter. So we'll see. You never know. I'll see how she does. I haven't really been feeding her too heavy, but she's hungry right now. That's why she thinks I'm going to feed her right now. But I got to tell you, the COCO BLOX look great with the albinos. And this snake could be a little tricky. So I'm not going to get too close to her. She could try to grab my phone or my hand. Beautiful snake though. This girl's like rearranging the cage. She moved all the COCO BLOX around. She's my hypo Honduran T positive or Honduran T positive sun glow blood. That's the blood gene, which is recessive, the Honduran T positive, which is recessive, and she's also hypo, which is incomplete dominant. One of my nicest looking snakes. I think they call this the Inferno. I think Frank Nutt calls this the Inferno. If you use the Burke Stone line of T positive, it's called the Phoenix, but it's called the Inferno if you use the Honduran, because I think the Honduran is a much redder looking T positive, which works very well with the blood gene and the hypo gene, as you can see. And I really thought she, you can see some of the purples in her. I really thought she was going to go this past year, to be honest with you. I saw a lot of locks on her and she just didn't. So I'm hoping this coming year we're going to get something out of her, because she is exquisite and we need to have more like this. Beautiful, beautiful girl. And while we're looking at boas, might as well look at my crazy blue line sun glow that I produced from blue line to blue line breeding last year. He gets better and better, I think, every time I look at him. And he looks really good on the COCO BLOX, I gotta tell you. He might look the best of any of them on the COCO BLOX. I mean, you know what it is? Because it looks like a naturalistic type of bedding. So it looks like they're in nature. And when they're in nature, it just, I don't know, there's something about the way their colors pop and everything like that. And so, at least for the albinos, you see that. Sometimes with the regular or the darker snakes, what happens is they blend in a little too much with the COCO BLOX. But really nice. Look at that. Look at that blue head. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit on that head. Woof! That is smoking. And we showed you a really colorful boa. Let's show you a really black boa. And this is about as black as it gets. This girl has, or this boy, I should say, turned really black. He's a het black gene, which means it's kind of like het leopard, only it's the Costa Rican version of the black gene in Costa Rica is equivalent to the leopard gene in Mexico, which is equivalent to the onyx gene in Honduras. And so this is het black gene. It's also motley and IMG, and we know that motley IMGs alone make a black snake. So if you throw another gene that darkens things up, it's only going to make it that much blacker. So, and he looks good on the COCO BLOX. He's about 1.5 years old now, this guy. And hopefully he'll be in the breeding project. He probably won't go in the breeding project this year, but maybe next year. But woof, is he smoking? Look at the iridescence coming off that black coloration he's got there. I know what's going to happen. Someone's going to contact me and say, is this for sale? And make me an offer. No. Everything's for sale for the right price. But I do like this boy a lot. He's really my only super. I do have another IMG, hypo IMG, het albino, but he's not as dark as this, obviously, because the hypo gene takes out some of that black. But this for just pure cosmetic reasons, he's the blackest. And we'll end with my diamond python male, who bit me last time I took him out. All he wants to do is eat. I think he's hit his puberty years where he wants to start breeding, because this guy is like, when I first had him, he was the sweetest little snake. Now he just wants to eat all the time. And he's not even in attack mode. He's in food mode. And you know, and every time I feed him, it seems like he just grows. He's not like getting fatter or anything like that, which is something you have to be afraid of with diamond pythons. You don't want to overfeed them. So but it doesn't seem to be the case with him. We gave him a small rat last week. I don't even see it. He digested it already really well, and his coloring is getting amazing as it's getting bigger. He's going to be obviously going outside with the 2 females I have. And I was just talking to Crutchfield today on the phone, and Tom told me that he had a very bad diamond season. I think he only produced 2 or something like that. And usually he has a bunch of diamonds every year. He produces, he keeps them outside, which is where I got the idea to keep mine outside eventually. He says they don't even need heat. He said even when it gets really cold, they're fine. So look at that beauty. I might be getting some more Sanzinium from Tom. I'm going to be seeing him this weekend in Daytona. If any of you guys are going to the Daytona Reptile Breeder Show, let me know. Maybe I'll meet you there. I might be there probably just on Saturday. I'll get there Saturday morning, and I'll probably leave Saturday afternoon. If I stay overnight, it's too much for me. I can't be away that long. I'm a workaholic. I can't relax. I got 3 kids. So let me know. Hit me up, guys, if you're going to be in Daytona, and then we can say hello, do a little interview. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today here at Palumbo's Pythons and Boas. Which one of those white snakes did you like better? The Champagne Banana Pied, or did you like the lesser banana pied with that crazy banana stamp on its head? You know, I'm actually having seller's remorse. I think I'm going to keep that one myself. Hopefully he takes the other one. He hasn't told me which one he wants yet. But anyway, you know I love white snakes. And I'm actually looking at another white snake on Morph Market. I don't even want to tell you what it is in case you want to try to sabotage it and buy it from under me. But it's a really cool leucistic snake. So I'll let you know if I pick it up. and unfortunately, whenever I talk to Tom Crutchfield on the phone, he always tells me, "Oh, by the way, did you know I'm going to be hatching?" Or, "By the way, did you know I'm having a boa litter of so and so?" So I might be getting some more snakes from him later this year as well. And that's always dangerous because he has really good stuff. And I will be in Daytona this coming weekend. If anyone wants to meet up, I'll be there on Saturday. I'll be getting there Saturday morning. I'm driving up, and I'll probably drive back later in the day. If anyone wants to get lunch or something like that in the expo hall there, which probably means burgers and fries, or just bullshit about snakes, I will be there, and you guys know how to get in touch with me. All right, you know what to do. Show me the love. Hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, hit that like button. I'll see you back tomorrow morning.